Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back on the NyceHoops YouTube channel. I'm Jay Nyce, and today I'm going to talk to you about ProA basketball. The ProA and the Pro B are the first leagues in Germany to start this season, and I will give you updates on the teams. I will name you my favorites to move up to the BBL and the favorites to move down to the Pro B. Also, I will introduce you to a ProA Manager game that I'm playing on the internet, and I will tell you all about the players that I signed. But at first I want to give a shout out to Urspring, the team that I played for in the Pro A. Coach Dominic is a great coach, and all the people around the team are just great and awesome, and they became my family when I was down there. The Pro A team Urspring cooperates with a school who has won several NBBL trophies. They have produced great players like Malik Müller, Kevin Bright, Justin Reffington, Akeem Vargas, Kenneth Ogbe, and so on. And now I will show you who I signed on my online manager Pro A game. At first I want to give a shout out to Basketball 8 who sponsors that Pro A manager. I put the link in the description so maybe you can look at it and play too. Basketball 8 is a great organization, and a couple of important basketball people like Patrick Femerling, record-setting national team player, are supporting this project. I know a lot of people from them, and they are great people, and they want to work on social issues through basketball. But now let's go to the manager game. On this manager game you have 500,000 virtual euros to sign 12 basketball players from all Pro A teams. All in all you are allowed to sign 18 players, and you can switch every day. So far I have signed 10 players, and I will tell you who I signed and why. First of all, at the point guard position I signed Anthony Canty for 42,500 euros. Anthony Canty is playing for the Bremerhaven Eisbären, who are very ambitious. They come down from the BBL, and I think with coach Mike May, who coached the last couple of games in the BBL and sadly wasn't able to let them stay in the league. They have a good coach and also a good friend of mine, and I support him, and I support Canty, who's from Berlin. And I've seen him play since he was like 12 or 13 years old, and I think he's a great player and is going to be good for the Pro A. At shooting guard I signed two guys from Berlin who played Pro B last year, Leon Friedrichi from Schwenningen Panthers. They just moved up and they will probably have trouble staying in the league, but I support him, and I got the chance to work out with him this summer, and he has an incredible work ethic, and I wish him nothing but the best, and I think he will be very successful. Male Jean-Louis, also from Berlin, played last year in the Pro B and now signed with Schalke in the Pro A, and I think he will also be good. I got the chance to work out with him too this summer. He's a great shooter and a great hustler and a very smart player, even though he's not the fastest. And I think it's just logical that now he moves up to the Pro A and he will be just as successful in my eyes. Let's go to the forward spot, where 2 out of 3 players that I signed are import players. Let's start with the first one, Kyle Dranginis from the Trier Gladiators. I got to watch him when he played against my brother when he was still in Heidelberg in the playoffs, and he surprised me. He was very athletic and very smart. He has a good shot, and I think he has developed and has gotten older, and now he's more experienced and will be able to have a breakout season this season with the Gladiators. My second import on the forward spot is Matthew West from the Science City Jena. They also have a great coach now, Frank Menz, who came down from Braunschweig and is back home in Jena, and I think they will also be the favorite to move up with Chemnitz, who I will speak about very soon. Matthew West is a very smart player. He's a good cutter and he can do everything on the court. I got to play against him when I was still in the league, and he played for Gotha, and I liked him a lot as a very athletic, smart, glue guy, team guy. My third signing on the forward spot is Luis Figge, who also has a YouTube channel. I hope very soon that I will be able to get an interview with him too. That would be very nice. And I just think him coming down from Braunschweig from the BBL, he has a lot of experience already and played on the highest level, and I think it's awesome that he committed to Chemnitz, and you can see in his videos that he's very proud and very invested in their program, and I just think he will be good for the Pro A and will be very successful leading this team to the BBL. Let's come to the power forwards. They also have 2 import players. First one is Tanner Graham, who plays for the Tübingen Tigers. I talked to my brother who's playing there right now, Niklas Nye, and he said that Tanner will probably be the best player on their team next year, so I just trust him and I signed him. The second one is Gregory Logans from Leverkusen. They always have import players who score the basketball, as they usually do in the Pro A and the Pro B, so I'm very confident that he will score a lot of points for that team, and this team will probably struggle a little bit to stay in the league, so his points are very valuable for them, and I think he's gonna do a lot for them. The last power forward that I signed is a good friend of mine, Sean Gully, also from Berlin. Gotta support the locals. And he has put so much time to come back from his injury last season. Before that, he was a great player in the Pro B and also one of the top scorers of the league. And I just think he will do good this season. That's why I signed him, and he will be very successful for Schalke 04. At center, I have a second player from Eisbären Bremerhaven, also a local from Berlin, Oliver Cray. I got to work out with him this season, even though he's above 30, he gave it his all and he wanted to get better and he wanted to learn things and he trusted me a lot. So I gotta give credit where credit is due, I gotta give it back, and I gotta sign him because I think he will be very successful with his experience and he will be very good for that team. So here's my team: Anthony Canty, Eisbären Bremerhaven, Leon Frederici, Schwenningen Panthers, Marley Jean-Louis, Schalke 04, Kyle Dragines, Trier Gladiators, Luis Figge, Chemnitz 99ers, Matthew West, Science City Jena, Tanner Graham, Tübingen Tigers, Sean Gully, Schalke 04, Gregory Logans, Bayer Leverkusen, and Oliver Cray, Eisbären Bremerhaven. Throughout the first couple of games I will go watch and I will go look for other import players that I might want to sign. I still have some money left. I only spent 270,000 euros so far on these guys. I think they're undervalued. I think all of them can do more than they're worth in this manager game, and I'm looking forward to have a team of steals right now. Let's talk about the teams. I think Chemnitz 99ers are the favorite to win this season. They already had a very successful season last year and they almost moved up if it wasn't for the semi-final loss against the Hamburg Towers. Also, Science City Jena, just coming down from the BBL, having a new coach in Frank Menz, will be hot and will be good this season. I think also you can't undervalue Heidelberg and Rostock with a new building program. Heidelberg is building a new gym and they want to move up. I'm not sure if they're quite there yet. Maybe they need 1 or 2 more seasons before it's their turn. I think down low you got to consider Schwenningen as a team that just moved up, and also Schalke. This year they have 3 teams moving down. I think you got to consider Paderborn for a team that might move down. The last couple of seasons they just rescued themselves. And also Eing will have trouble continuing the success they had last season because they have a very high fluctuation from the import players. So I think those 4 teams are a little bit in trouble, but I'm looking forward to new surprises and very good games, and we will see what happens.